Yeah, shalom, shalom. Right, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, salutations to the Achaeans preaching the truth to the four corners of the earth. You understand? I want to say shalom. My name is Brother Yakal from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp in Trinidad. And the name of this video is going to be Grievous Times We Face, because we know that a lot of grievous times we're going into, and a lot of things we're going to have to face. Yes, and conquer. Right now, we had to face certain things and conquer, which we had to perfect ourselves right now. Brothers always have a up and a down to go through. As Paul said, he had a thorn in the flesh, which was a sickness he had. You understand? Brothers have the natural thorn in the flesh, the spiritual thorn in the flesh, your journey. You understand? That clear thorn in the spirit. You understand? Because the Lord keeps sending spirits at us so that we have to conquer them. Right? And the time's gonna get worse. So we got a precept here. And the book of Proverbs, chapter 3. And I'll start from 25. It says, "Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh." Right? It says, "Be not afraid of sudden fear." You understand? Something suddenly just happened. You understand? That will make you get frightened. Because as what I'm asking, I'm going to say, when the two realms become one, the spiritual and the physical realm, you understand that a lot of spirits going to be roaming on the face of the earth, coming closer to the end. A lot of dreams back to back, a lot of spirits you're going to be seeing, a lot of antichrist, a lot of, soothsayers and all of these working here. You understand? Spirits going to be rampant on the earth. You understand? The angels are pouring out the vials, earthquakes. So you can't be afraid of sudden fear. Neither the desolation of the wicked when it cometh, because the desolation of the wicked is Lord say to worry about them, but focus on, the righteous. Just roughly paraphrasing. Right, verse 26 is, "For the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken." Right, the Lord is always your confidence, trusting in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because he say also in our scripture that, is there any that, forever the Lord ever forsake? And you know that anybody calling upon the Lord's name, he never forsake them. Right? The Lord will ever forsake them. I always tell, the Achaeans them, I always tell people who are talking to that the Lord will never forsake someone that calling upon his name. You had always had a faith and always had a confidence in the Lord. You understand? Trust him that he have your back. Because he does. Once you're doing the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, once you abide in the laws. So we got next scripture here in 2nd Esdras. It's the book of 2nd Esdras. Well, if everybody know this, 15 and 16. Well, I'll start from 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." Right? Woe to the world. Woe to this world, this wicked world. Right? And them that dwell therein, all the wicked people that dwell in therein as well. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." So this actually going into all the race wars and all the sedition among men. The earth gonna be rampant with these spirits, because these people gonna have, these people have evil spirits on them first thing to begin with. So when it is to the appointed time when this prophecy had to take place, these people are gonna be running wild. You understand? That's why the Lord said that the destruction draweth nigh, because soon come to make an end to these people. You understand? And make an end to the spirits as well too. Because it have a time for everything. It have a time for them to be like that, and it have a time for them to calm down by force too. Because when the Lord come, everybody gonna have to calm down by force. You understand? You can't want to be like that in that time, and you have to calm down by force. And that is just for them that live. You understand? But I'm gonna shift on the topic. You see, swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. That is why you can't be frightened, because there will be a lot of invading, a lot of looting. You know, men coming in your house, men in your street, you hearing gunshots right through, echoing. You understand? What you gonna do as a man of the Lord? You gotta have your patience, you understand? You gotta actually be good up yourself. Get ready for, anything. Get ready for warfare. Right next to you. Anything get up on. You understand? Any number could play. Right? Let's say, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. You understand? They wouldn't regard the presidents nor their prime ministers. People wouldn't have no time to think about the rulers, because they will focus on themselves. And people could really have no law in them time, and the place could be rampant. The place could be buck wild, so people doing what they want to do. Right? Let's say and the course of their action shall stand in their power. Right? Anything they do gonna stand in their power, as I was explaining just now. You understand? So in that time, you gotta be a man of the Lord. You gotta actually be constantly dwelling and constantly focus your mind. You understand? Constantly be focused in the scriptures. You can't want to focus when it get too late, as I always say. Right? Some grievous times coming, some serious times coming. We had to get up ourselves right now. Right? Because anything get upon. We know, the Lord coming on. So we had to actually work through that. All them things happen will be the trying of our faith. Right? And we can't just inherit the kingdom. We had to get tried. All them things we're gonna be trying. You know, so your daily activities is try we, but when we reaching them grievous times, that is when you will be tried, because you had to know. That is when you gonna know a man of the Lord. Right? A man of the Lord will be standing firm. Anything happen, he rolling with the punches. You understand? He know what it is to, bite the grind. That is a man of the Lord. Right? A man of the Lord don't gonna get frightened and just try to run away from every little situation. You understand? Let's read on this scripture. We got next scripture here in the book of Ephesians. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, and verse 12. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of the world." Who's the rulers of the darkness of the world? You understand? The so-called Illuminati, the so-called illuminated ones. They are the Illuminati on the left-hand side, because they shed light to the left-hand side. But we shed light to the right, you understand? We're straight. So we're not wrestling against flesh and blood. You understand? It's not just carnal bodies, but everybody have the same body, blood, everyone bleeds, everyone could die. So what we really battling is against, principalities, against powers, in high places. And let us go into the blue letter, so I could get the word, get the interliner of the word, so you could go into a little depth with the word. Right? Ephesians. Yeah. Let's be with me. Ephesians 6. And the book 12, right? It's "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world." And the rulers of the darkness of this world is Esau Edom. Right? And the other nations too. But mainly Esau Edom. They rule the earth, right? Of this world against spiritual wickedness in high places. So we know it's spiritual wickedness. It's not just, you know, carnal men that's doing this and doing that. It's the spirit, the same spirit from the days are old. The same spirit come back here now to, do the same wickedness on the face of the earth. Let me get principalities. Principalities is arche, right? In the Greek is arche, right? I want to go into the right. I'll jump to the scripture index, right? The scripture Ephesians 6:12 at the end here. It says, right? It say, hence the term is transferred by Paul to angels and demons holding dominions entrusted to them in the order of things, right? So angels and demons is what we're going up against, right? Because we, the elect will be the angels that fell from the first estate, you understand? But we going up against angels and demons, right? That's what we going up against, right? True. It's not like we just, you know, no, it's evil spirits all over. We're gonna have to work and fight through it, right? Because first thing we're gonna, the Lord never give you that spirit of fear, right? I'll get that just now. But verse 13 it say, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Right? So in the evil day, which could be any time, any day, you understand, you end up in a situation, the earth going rampant with people that's killing, and a lot of bodies falling, and a lot of wickedness just happening on the face of the earth. People doing what they want, they're breaking into houses, they're stealing. You understand? When on that day you will be able to make it out. You understand? The scripture say you'll be able to stand. Because why? You already good up your mind, you good up yourself, you get ready, you tell yourself all these things is to happen. So when it happen now, you can be called I am. You understand? Call halal. You understand? Because you know that, alright, these things happen. The Lord tell me these things was about to happen. I good up my loins. Now I'm feeling good because, I was ready for it. That going back to Matthew 25 again. Trim your lamp. You trimming your lamp is being prepared for the things that are about to come. Right? Right, so I'll read the scripture here. And I'll jump to the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7. It says, for Yahweh had not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. Right? So the Lord never gave us the spirit of fear. He never gave us that spirit to be fearful in them times to come. He actually gave us the spirit, of power, knowing we powerful, knowing that, alright, the Lord have our back. You understand? Because the scripture, one of the scriptures say that ye are gods. You understand? We being gods, we had to actually be in that god-like fashion. We had to be, putting on the whole arm of Yahweh Shai, thinking like Yahweh Shai, how he would have do this, how he would have do that, how Yahweh Shai handle this situation. You understand? That's how we had to be. Because we had to be perfect. We had to be just like Yahweh Shai. Followers of Yahweh Shai. Right? Following Yahweh Shai to the end. The very, very end. That is in your end. Right? I'm going to get a scripture in the same book. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 12. Right? It say, yea, and all that will live godly in Yahweh Shai shall suffer persecution. So you living godly in Yahweh Shai, doing by living by the laws and statutes and commandments, you are going to suffer persecution. Right? That's why it say prepare your soul for temptation when they come into this truth, right? But because there's there's certain things that happen when you come into the truth. You have trials to go up against. The Lord send these things, and the Lord know who to send what trial to, because He's the Lord. You understand? The all-knowing Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? See what right? It say, yea, and all that will live godly in Yahushai shall suffer persecution, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of knowing of whom thou hast learned them. Right? And that's a beautiful precept on it too. We learn our doctrine straight from the elders and apostles, and we sure. You understand? We're not going up against this gospel because we know this gospel is the one true gospel of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Everything you read and the whole Bible, you understand, is like it's getting you ready for the kingdom. Right? Every scripture, every precept, you get ready for the kingdom, making yourself perfect in some way. You understand? And if I could go down a little bit, I'll jump to 16. It say all scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh. Right? So you had to be inspired with these scriptures, right? And is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, which is you being corrected, for correction, for instruction and in righteousness, that the man of Yahweh may be perfect, truly furnished unto all good works. You understand? So that is just what you might look at be. The scriptures is always good to know the scriptures because, time's coming, brothers had a good up. So if you don't know the scripture and you wasn't studying, it wouldn't be good up. You wouldn't know what to come. You understand? So then we got next precept here. In the book of Psalms. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 9. And I'll start from 9. It said the Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. Alright, and that refuge is actually like a redeemer, like salvation, what is the next word, boy? Yeah, that refuge is like a shelter, in other words, right? The Lord is actually gonna be sheltering you, being in this truth, being in this knowledge. You are being sheltered. You understand? Verse 10, it say, and they that know thy name will put their trust in thee, for thou Yahweh has not forsaken them that seek thee. So that name, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, is a very important name. You understand? Because that name is the name you had to call upon when you're in that state. That name is the name you had to call upon when anything bad going on. You understand? You had to know how to. Sometimes you had to fight it off, but you had to call upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in times of need. But the Lord will know when you need Him. Right? So let me get our next scripture here in Psalm 12. Right? Psalms. It is the book of Psalms. I think chapter 34. And 7. Yeah, it said the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivered them. So, calling upon the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he causing the angels to encamp around you. Right? So nothing can happen to you if the angels encamping around you. Nothing can come your way if the angels encamping around you. Right? Nothing evil, nothing, you understand? And that really goes back to the elect, because the elect men will be the men who really having this kind of faith in the end. You understand? The elect will actually be the men who having this big boost in confidence. You understand? We got a lot of weak, flourishing us with confidence. He's always beating us in confidence, beating us in, faith. Alright? So I'll leave this right here. And I'll go straight to the scripture. This is the book of Psalms and chapter 91. And I'll start from 1. It says, He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Right? So he, which is the elect, because the elect men will be, dwelling in the secret place of the Most High. Right? Because the Lord is in us through the scriptures, right? And through the Spirit. Right? It says, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My power, in Him will I trust, right? He is my shelter. That is what it actually says, indeed. Right? Verse 3, it says, Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler, right? His truth. All the truth of this Bible, the whole Bible, you understand? As I was saying, the angel of the Lord encampeth around them that fear Him. So the angel of the Lord encampeth around you, right? That's going to be a shield and buckler. These precepts, you know, it's like a buckler is just like a small shield, but then have a big shield. You understand? But regardless of what is a shielding, yeah, shielding you from the wiles of the devil, the things to come, the pestilence. I'm gonna go down into it some more. Verse 5, it says, Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. And we know that modern time arrow is guns. You understand? We wouldn't be afraid that are going on. A lot of bodies dropping, a lot of, shots firing, and we wouldn't be afraid because the angels encamping around us. Right? Verse 6, it says, Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Verse 7, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near thee. Right? It would not come near you. Why? You understand? Because you are abiding in the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You understand? You are taking a different course. You understand? Verse 8, it says, Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. Verse 10, it says, There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Right? So no plague is going to come near us. Once we abide in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, do you know what we had to do? Stay in focus. You understand? Always stay in focus out of everything. You understand? That is how we're going to make it to the end. That is how we're going to end up enduring to the end and really make it out. You understand? So, with that, hope this video was edifying. I want to say, Kala Layam, La Alahaya Nawa, Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Basham Kodash, double on the study elders and apostles of Great Millstone again. Salutations to the brothers preaching the truth to the four corners of the earth, to the one or two faithful aquats. I want to say, Shalom.